I just want to start by saying that, for me, this is just an exceptional experience watching your film. And you know how I feel about all of your films, but this one stands out in a way for me that's so impactful. It's an epic journey, but it's not a Hollywood epic for me. It's a humanitarian epic. I think you demonstrated such sensitivity to the Osage customs, their spoken language, their music, their deep faith in Wakanda, and the irony that Osage means the chosen people of chance, which turns out to be, with the discovery of oil, both a blessing and a curse. And your direct involvement with the Osage throughout the making of this film, I think, reflects such a foundation of trust that happened, I believe, with your association with Chief Standing Bear.
Yes.
And the Osage survivor community. But had they read the book? Because in the David Grenn book, there's much more emphasis on the formation of the FBI through J. Edgar Hoover than the final movie. Because I think 60 Osage were murdered. Eventually, most of those were unsolved. Right. When Jesse Plemons arrives, what arrives with him is the hope of justice. And for me, what arrived with Ernest was I kept hoping for Ernest. I kept praying and hoping that he didn't know the insulin was laced with arsenic. I kept hoping that he wasn't that complicit in a woman that he truly loves, but he's torn by the righteousness of King. I mean, it's so complicated, it's so complex, but they work so well together. I mean, it's so amazing to see Bobby D and Leo D in this film together. I just realized Bobby D and Leo D. I kept thinking, because I kept trying to hang. I wanted to like somebody in that town. I loved all the Osage, everybody. I wanted to like somebody in the town, and I kept hanging on to how could I like Ernest. And at one point, I kept thinking that Ernest had a similar quality to Lenny Small in Of Mice and Men.
Oh yeah,
and that was kind of my way into Ernest, because in a way, this film and a lot of other films that you've made, kind of, force the audience to rediscover their own moral compass. Because as an audience, our moral compass is being tested constantly, and in this film, you have two guys who cause us to interrogate ourselves from the very, very beginning. And especially when we start to feel something like hope for Ernest, which I did. Yeah, because, Lily was able to, with just a glance or just a look away, she had such an inner life and an inner monologue. I could almost read her mind about how she was feeling about Ernest and about her sisters and her fear that Anna was going to go too far one day. And I also think the supporting players, just the faces of the entire supporting cast. The sisters are all incredible. The mom is amazing. But you cast locals. You are the master of our medium, and this is your masterpiece, Marty.
Thank you.